When I died, a jaw-dropping conversation with God exposed. This near-death encounter occurred in July 2007 amidst a series of profound losses. Firstly, my relationship abruptly ended, plunging me into emotional turmoil. Then, my beloved dog, a companion of 12 years, fell ill and passed away, leaving a void akin to losing a family member. The convergence of these adversities left me feeling utterly overwhelmed. Struggling to cope, I resorted to excessive drinking, which ultimately led to severe stomach ulcers due to alcohol-induced sickness. One fateful evening in January 2008, seeking solace, I ventured to the gym after work. However, while jogging on the treadmill, I was seized by tightness and pain in my chest, signaling a grave medical emergency. Hastening home, I made my way to the subway station, only to be assailed by excruciating cramps in my legs and fingers, accompanied by rapid heartbeat and loss of bodily control. Frantic, I implored a passerby to summon an ambulance. The sensation intensified as though all the blood in my body surged towards my heart, while time itself seemed to decelerate. Despite my efforts, my right hand remained unresponsive, rendering me increasingly feeble and cold. My heartbeat, erratic and labored, presaged impending doom as thoughts raced through my mind. Convinced of my imminent demise, I grappled with the terror of approaching death, consumed by thoughts of unfinished business and the anguish my passing would inflict upon my family. Desperately, I yearned to reach out to loved ones, but my body refused to obey, leaving me at the mercy of impending demise. With each passing moment, my faculties dwindled, while my thoughts accelerated, a deluge of memories cascading through my mind. Though gripped by fear, my pleas for assistance echoed silently in the void. As my eyelids grew heavy and consciousness waned, I battled against the encroaching darkness, willing myself to stay awake. Ultimately, drained of strength, I succumbed to the inexorable pull of oblivion, my heart faltering and eyelids closing as I teetered on the brink of the abyss. During this moment, an image materialized in my consciousness, a rapid ascent into the night sky, where despite the darkness, the heavens gleamed brilliantly. A voice resounded within me, declaring I am God, emanating a profound understanding of my existence and life's journey. Sensing his omnipotence, I beseeched him fervently within my heart, pleading for another chance at life and expressing remorse for my past actions. If spared, I vowed I would turn to the path of faith, even attend church. As I teetered on the brink of departure from this world, a countdown ticking within, suddenly strength surged through me. My body revived, warmth flooding my limbs, and vitality returning with each passing moment until I could rise once more. Upon regaining consciousness, a profound question lingered. Why had I pledged to attend church, a commitment so incongruent with my past beliefs? The paramedics, later, explained the body's instinctive mechanism to preserve essential organs during crises, shedding light on my physical resurgence. Hospitalized for 4 days, I pondered the transformation within me. A newfound peace and love enveloped my being, prompting a pledge to embrace forgiveness and embark on a fresh journey. However, as time elapsed, my commitment waned, overshadowed by life's distractions. Despite recurrent visions and inner urgings to fulfill my promise, I postponed, deferring the call to faith for a later date. In February 2010, as my second dog faced a grim diagnosis, memories of divine intervention resurfaced. Desperate for a miracle, I bargained once more, vowing to honor my pledge should my pet defy the odds and live beyond 3 months. 3 months passed, and miraculously my dog defied the odds, seemingly untouched by illness. However, come fall of the same year, a minor ailment prompted a visit to the vet, where astonishment greeted my dog's resilience. How is it possible, the vet marveled. Yet it wasn't until July 2011, nearly 12 years old, that my faithful companion finally departed. In the summer of 2010, I embarked on a quest to find a church, seeking recommendations from acquaintances. A fellow gym-goer suggested a church in Kauai, marking my inaugural visit to such a place. Taking a seat beside the most amiable-looking individual on the Kauai-bound bus, I found myself in unexpected company, a pastor. Handing me a card highlighting Sun Yat-sen's Christian faith, the pastor initiated a conversation, a twist of fate steering me towards an unlikely encounter. Despite the pastor's efforts to assuage my reservations about attending church, a lingering hesitation remained. Fulfilling my initial promise, I made sporadic visits, each time growing less inclined to return. Eventually I severed ties altogether, grappling with an uneasy conscience. In a desperate plea to evade further obligation, I beseeched God for a sign, a plea seemingly improbable yet burdened with hope. A month later, during a CPR class, a sincere-looking girl posed an unexpected question: "Do you go to church?" Stunned by the coincidence, I began to question the workings of divine intervention, pondering if it was indeed God who had rescued me during my near-death experience years prior. Accompanying the girl to church, I found myself immersed in an unexpected revelation. A simple statement from the day's synopsis: "Without God, there is no life," struck a chord, echoing deep within. As the congregation sang, an inner voice urged me to share uplifting messages with others, an unfamiliar yet compelling directive. Intrigued by the girl's steadfast faith and her solitary invitation, I delved deeper into her journey. Her unwavering belief, spanning 8 years, and her solitary efforts to bring others to church left an indelible mark. Embracing her guidance, I began to open up, forging meaningful connections and experiencing newfound empathy. My mother's transformative journey, marked by miraculous healings through prayer, led our family to embrace Jesus Christ. Transcending ancestral beliefs and Buddhist practices, her encounters with divine intervention brought peace and unity to our household. Grateful for the blessings bestowed upon us, we stand united in faith, enriched by the profound impact of belief in Jesus Christ.